No matter how big your workshop is, taking the time to organize your tools can be a huge win.
Here in the lab, we have mobile workstations. We've designed a storage system that will move along with our bench tops.
So stick around while we show you how we 3D printed, laser cut, CNC routed, and even molded leather to create all the custom accessories.
One of the first things we made was this glue bottle holder. Now we designed it perfectly to fit this glue bottle, but changing a couple of dimensions, you can fit almost anything, like we did for this spray bottle.
If you're doing glue ups in a workshop that doesn't have easy access to a sink, I think a great solution is to keep a spray bottle on hand with some paper towels so you can wet them and wipe up your glue. Now, we could have made this paper towel holder in any shape, but what was important is that we had enough access to get the tool in to drive in the screws.
If you've seen our other projects, you'll know that we like to use different fabrication techniques. We decided to use the laser cutter to make this lightweight hardware shelf. We added parameters to this model so we can easily change things like the box height and width, as well as the number of shelves, and get a whole new design.
A speed square is a really useful tool to have in any shop, and it deserves its own holster. The challenge is, lots of speed squares have different geometry on the inside. So we designed something that took advantage of what every speed square has in common, and that is, of course, the 45-degree angle. The best part about this design is it can print without supports.
We've never worked with leather before, but we've always wanted to. So when we were trying to figure out how to hold this tape measurer, we found inspiration in our tool belt. After protecting the leather with a bit of painter's tape, we used the flat pattern of the model from X-Design to laser cut the shape.
Then we soaked it in water for about 30 seconds to make it pliable. We removed the excess water by letting it sit between a few paper towels for a minute or two, and then we put it into the mold that we 3D printed. It has a detail on one side to help register the leather into the right spot, and a logo on the other side that will be imprinted into the design. We left things clamped up overnight and then excitedly opened it the next morning. Can you tell that we love the result? Custom tool organizers like this shelf here are great for any shop because they let you have a dedicated space for each of the tools that are most important to you, and they're always at your fingertips. A CNC router comes in really handy for parts like this. It makes short work of cutting out the intricate pockets and allows us to further customize things with V-carved text to label each compartment. We finished up with a bit more work at the table saw to rip things to width, and a few cuts at the miter saw to get their lengths just right. There are lots of ways to hold a drill to a wall, but we decided to use the clip that's on the side of the drill, and we built these custom brackets using a bolt and a nut that we trap inside the 3D print. We used our 3D printer slicer to add a pause layer to the print job. When the print gets to the right part of the job, the head moves out of the way so we can insert the nuts.